Hey, how's it going? It's Cutaway from Gross Basket. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you can guess what we're talking about today. It's time for the Jordan Zion 3. Like I said, it's time for the Jordan Zion 3, but in fact, I believe that the main message of this shoe is that it is time for a change. Zion Williamson is a huge guy, muscular, tall, explosive, all of that. He had that incident with a pair of basketball shoes back when he was playing college in Duke. So obviously his first two pairs with Jordan brand were pretty big, especially the twos. I have the Zion twos. I like them a lot. They're great shoes, and they're exactly what you would expect from a pair of shoes made for Zion. But now when you have the Zion 3 here, which is going, completely in the, almost we can say, opposite direction. And you get this low profile shoe, low cut shoe, lightweight shoe, but it still does everything that it's supposed to do in terms of supporting Zion Williamson's explosive style of play. So this shoe will allow anyone who wears it to be quick, but to also pull off some power moves. And most of all, or not most of all, but very interesting, I think it is a shoe that just looks great. And when you put it on, you get that nice feeling, wow, this is a cool looking pair of basketball shoes. And actually, I was kind of toying around with the idea that it actually might be a great shoe for other sports as well, not only basketball, but hopefully, as always, we will get some handball players, some volleyball players come to our store here in Zagreb and our other stores, and they will be the best judges of that. But my guess is that it could work for that as well. It could also work as a shoe that you can take to the gym for a workout. So obviously, these are all huge pluses for the shoe. Since we started talking about the way the shoe looks, if you're wondering what's going on here on the upper, it's kind of like a micro mesh, very breathable, very durable. So I like what they did here with that. But then you have this TPU splatter, and it's a 3D generated image of a mud splatter. I think it's kind of cool when you know the story behind it. And basically, Zion Williamson told his team of designers at Jordan brand he wants the shoe to symbolize that he came out of the mud, and he's referencing since back to the time when he was in high school, when he jumped on the national or even global radar as the next big thing in basketball. And it wasn't easy for him. And those of you who follow NBA basketball or follow Zion, you might know that he's had off-court issues, but this shoe is something that I'm excited about, and excited for him and the New Orleans Pelicans is, that it's a sign that Zion is dedicated. He wants to get back to the game. He wants to dominate. He wants to lead the Pelicans, and this shoe is the right tool that will help him do that. Speaking of tools or the technology, there's something super important that I have to point out, and just in case you're following all of this very closely, and in case you will be sharing this video with someone, maybe the best thing is to share them with a timestamp about this part right here, and that is the drop-in midsole that we see right here. And this is where all the magic happens for the Jordan Zion 3. This is the 4-foot Zoom Air unit right here, the Formula 23 foam going all the way around here. So obviously this performs great. It gives you that comfort. It gives you that freedom to be explosive, to play your game, but it is something that will almost definitely make you want to go at least a half a size up when buying this shoe, because you can see the drop-in midsole is quite sizable. So I really hope that you will have a chance to come visit us at one of our 3 stores to try the shoe on. But again, if you're buying it online, at least a half a size up, maybe even a full size up. So that's just something to keep in mind. And it's interesting that without the midsole, the shoe is even lighter and bendable. And of course, if you're one of those guys or girls who uses their own insole or drop-in midsole, you know, this is something to consider. So hopefully, again, you'll have a chance to try the shoe on, and apart from this, I hope that you will have a chance to try it on, because it is a great shoe. It is a great looking shoe. I also looked at other colorways that will be coming to our stores, and they will be great. We had an interesting discussion. Maybe you can help us determine what's going on here, but I'm kind of convinced that this is somewhat of a symbolized Z, but some of my colleagues here, even my colleague here behind the camera, thinks that it's not a Z. I think it is, because so far LeBron has always had the Z going on his models. So let us know about that in the comments. Obviously, when it comes to branding, we have the Jumpman right here. We have the Roman numeral 3 right here. The Zion logo here. Another Jumpman almost at the bottom of the heel. And then we have the traction. I'm glad that they didn't play around with it too much. It's a pretty much straightforward herringbone setup. Although there's, you know, like a circular pattern going here under the heel. As far as I'm concerned, for the time that I tested it in our store, it worked great, performed extremely well. So I think that this pretty much covers all the main or key aspects of the shoe. I hope that you will have a chance to try it out. I hope that you will like it as much as I will. But whatever the case may be, leave a comment, drop us a like, share the video, subscribe to our channel, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in.